Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. And the Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Cuts it upfield. It Smothers. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Manning to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Caught. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Back's got it on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. On the ground, it's Smothers. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They give it back to him. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Gets the back moving. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it. Makes his man miss. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Throwing Manning. Rush right in his face. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
2nd and long here. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. RPO complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Marshall. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, Manning. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Underwood on the play action. Gets rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. This time he's got his man. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Follows his blocks. It smothers. And the run is for no gain. More time left on the clock in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Manning. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really good 3rd down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting him in 3rd and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a 4th down and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this D.
Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Keeps it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Left side is Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. On the RPO, got him. Can't get him to the ground. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that 1st down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
From the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his feet. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
A lot of times on 3rd and long, you're not thinking blitz. You're thinking they're going to sit back in zone and play conservative. They blitz, kind of break tendency, get to the...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Underwood. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Arts to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Look out! Fires on the move. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got enough for the first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
In the red area, it's Smothers. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Operating in the red zone here on second down. Arch Madness. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On the run, it's Smothers. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. And go play action, Bryce Underwood. They're all over him. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't set his feet.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Got his man. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Arch is going to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Had to force that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
3rd and long coming up.
Here we go. Ready. Where did he go? Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And that one's too high, out of bounds. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Underwood. flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on third down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Rush is on. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Marshall. He'll take it himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Fires to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
A give to Brown. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be smart.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Go, go! Go, go! Go, go!
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Split backs here. Wide receiver going in motion. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Turning it on. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Texas, 7. Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's changing the play.
Ready, go.
Throwing Manning. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They get to him as he throws. Right side, it's Pouncey. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Fires left. can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fourth down, Manning. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, Manning. Complete to the left. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Running inside, it's Smothers. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They'll try to snap it quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They go play action with Manning. Lucky to get it off.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Manning. Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Sends it back in motion.
95-96 Prince.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. There he goes. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Looking downfield. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. On the stop.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Michigan 41, Texas 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Smothers. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's Arch to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Ready? One twist. Ready, go!
Manning to throw for it on fourth. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Underwood. A strike downfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.